All right, so to keep digging into whether your project falls under the definition of a project that needs to be compliant with COPPA, here's how COPPA defines some of its key terms. First, we're talking about a website or online service. So COPPA defines this term broadly. In addition to standard websites, examples of other projects covered under this rule include mobile apps that send and receive information, like network-connected games, social networking apps, or apps that deliver behaviorally targeted ads, internet-enabled gaming platforms, plugins, advertising networks, internet-enabled location-based devices, and voice-over internet protocols, so VoIP. What does directed to children under 13 mean? The FTC looks at a variety of factors to see if a site or service is directed to children under 13. This includes the subject matter of the site, its visual audio content, the use of animated characters or other child-oriented incentives, the age of the models who appear in the imagery on the site, the presence of child celebrities or celebrities who appeal to kids, ads on the site or service that are directed towards children. Sometimes you can't actually control which ads are sent out, even if you have control over running ads. You might suddenly have all kids ads appearing on your page, even if you didn't want to. And other reliable evidence about the age or actual intended audience. And so, again, it's extremely broad definition, covers a lot of different sites. Personal information, how is that defined? Each of these is considered personal information under COPPA. Full name, home or other physical address, online contact information, so email address, IM name, VoIP name, video chat identifier, screen names or usernames when it functions as contact information online, so Twitter handle, telephone number, social security number, persistent identifiers that can be used to recognize a user over time, so cookies, IP address, device number, serial numbers. If a photo, video, or audio file with a child's image is uploaded, geolocation information when it comes to a town, city, street that you can identify a place where someone is, or other information about the child that's collected and combined with one of these identifiers. So, again, this is extremely broad information, and any of this is considered personal information, and as soon as you collect one element of these things, you've collected personal information. And even if it's not one of these things, if you combine several pieces of information such that a person can actually be identified, you're still on the hook. Let's define what collect means. So under COPPA, you're collecting information if you request, prompt, or encourage the submission of information, even if it's optional. Let information be publicly available unless you take reasonable measures to delete all or virtually all personal information before the postings are public, and delete all information from your records, or if you passively track a child online. And even if another company collects personal information through your child-directed service, you're responsible for complying with COPPA, and you're on the hook if they're not complying with COPPA. If you have actual knowledge that you're collecting personal information directly from users of a child-directed site, you are on the hook as an ad network. So, overall, if we look at all of these things, pretty much every person who uses a location-based cell phone app is going to give geolocation information at some point. Anyone who runs ad networks is going to have to provide cookies or other types of tracking features. Anyone who attaches their contacts, for example, in an app that requires use of your phone contacts, might give a telephone number or a screen name that you add when you register for an account. So at the end of the day, you're collecting personal information just by doing marketing or just by your site existing. For example, IP address and other geographic location information is often taken automatically just so you can track statistics by Google Analytics and other services like that. So we run into a big hard place, and we come to the conclusion that I told you at the beginning, that pretty much everybody is going to be on the hook for COPPA at some point if you take any information. And so, better safe than sorry. Of course, everyone can look at their own situations and think about whether they're an exception or not, but the actual exceptions that are 100% true are few and far between. Alright? I'll see you in the next video for step 2.